G'day guys, how's it going? Well, today we're back on the bikes and doing a ride with Adam. He's in front of me here on the yellow Duke, and Adam's dad, Big Ash, and he's on his Kawasaki W650 retro bike. And we just got to the bottom of the Rex range. We went through Tolga, Mount Malloy, down the Rex range, and now we're turning right and heading back into Port Douglas. And yeah, good fun. What we're going to do is probably cruise into port, hang out, have a laugh and a chat, talk to these guys, and yeah, that's it. And here's the turn off when you're heading down the coast road to little old Port Douglas. Tell you what, pretty keen to stop and have a drink of water. Port Douglas Cemetery. I hear people are dying to get in there, eh? Dead centre of Port Douglas. Holy moly capoly. Woo-wee. Here we are coming up on the main street of Porty. Where are these blokes going? Under a tree. Looks like a nice enough spot. G'day, boys. Say good day to the camera, Big Ash.
G'day, Big Trev.
How you going, mate?
Going.
Nice ride?
Oh, it wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
Bit slow down the hills, but
The fella on the the fella on the FJR was a bloody slow bugger, wasn't he?
was he? I didn't know. I didn't see him on the way down. He was.
Yeah, because you went past me at the top. How'd you go, Adam?
Oh, good, mate.
Good ride?
What's happening down the hill there, though? Some guy on some FJR thing was holding. I don't know what was going on there. What were you doing? I don't know.
Me, what was I doing? About 40 kilometres an hour.
Sightseeing on the way. I quite stopped at the lookout, man. Yeah.
Had lunch, smoked a durry.
Yeah, and then still caught him up at the bottom. You're cheating on this thing, eh? Cheating on this. That's just cheating, riding this. There's something down the hills there. He's just. Yeah. The front end is so good. Like, you know what it is, don't you? It's just the upside down fork. Is that what it is? The LGV. Yeah. It's just like you can just. Yeah. I know. Brake and everything into the corner, and she'll still spin around it without even. And to me, this reminds me of the RGV. Only the RGV was more flippable because it was lighter. Yeah, that's right, a little bit more, but it's only 186 kilos.
Bloody hell, that's over 100 kilos less than that.
Is that right? Yeah. On the.
That's 296 kilos wet. And then you put panniers and fill the panniers up.
Put some stuff in it. But keep in mind that these Ducati build all their bikes on the track.
Yeah, and then put blinkers on them.
Right. Then they put the rest on. They don't. That's right. Then they put them on the road. Yeah. I just this bike for cruising and for going around corners. Up on the across the Mount below there. I came past and give it a heap, took it up to a bit over 200. I put my head up over the visor.
And the friggin' plastic thing flew off.
This thing just popped up. I'm like, oh crap!
You know, just before you passed me, there was a caravan, and he was flashing his lights madly. Coppers, coppers, coppers. So I'm making sure I'm sticking to 98, 99. Hey. Well, he was flashing, and then Adam goes, woo! I'm thinking, oh shit, Adam. Oh, bugger it. Woo! I'm back past him again.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what was going on.
Just after I passed you and we slowed down, that Nissan Patrol come past.
But are you sure we're alright to park here? Well, I usually park over there. That sounds like there would be.
If a disgruntled policeman comes along.
This is right there. A lot of people.
Oh, you parked right.
Right in front of the post. I don't think so either, because look, you've got bikes up on the. I don't know about candidly, tenningly. Candidly is quite sweet. Yeah, we're talking candidly for you, Trev. Like peach cans.
So here we are, boys.
So what were you doing putting your brakes on around that corner coming down the range, Trev?
Oh, I was shitting myself and putting it one way before the corner.
Oh, there wasn't any on around the corner, it was way before the corner.
I was way stopped enough just to doodle around.
Yeah. Oh, hello there.
You took off, but
yeah, first corner.
He was just.
You were like.
Yeah, but Trev was going around corners. I'd fall off.
Yeah.
I haven't got the.
You literally not have enough.
Yeah, you had that forward drive hold you up though for a while.
No.
That X-Trail.
I was holding it up.
it passed you, didn't it? It decided to pass you in the passing lane. There was that Mustang halfway down.
Mustang, the red one.
The red Mustang, and it thought it was. Sure, mate. I'm coming over in a second.
Hey, they're playing bocce right behind the camera.
Well.
Yeah. So but we've got one of the passing lanes, and it was one of those ones that goes round. On the. So I pulled out to pass it, but it's cut the corner.
Oh.
So it obviously hadn't seen me behind it.
God, didn't you see that yellow?
Yeah, I know, but obviously he was trying to.
I passed him on the way down.
Yeah.
Passed him on a corner, like past you. He was.
Yeah, but he's stupid when he rides. You know that, right?
No, the guy wasn't
Tell
on the
me
bike.
he chewed up a whole back tyre in first gear on the range one.
On the Jigsaw.
No, him and I. This range.
Yeah.
We went up and down.
yeah, the Rex range.
First gear.
We went in,
Yeah.
we went up and down that with
We
the
went
RGB
GSXR
and the
1100.
GSXR, and we
Yeah.
reckon we did at least, what was it, half a tyre or
Yeah,
three quarters of a tyre?
Because I rode it. Well, we went out of port here and up towards there, and I'm like, he's not catching me.
Yeah.
So I got down in the RGB. That was a long time ago. I'm freaking down and I'm into it. It's like, 220, 230 kilometers an hour in the straights up here, trying to get it ahead, trying to get out.
Oh yeah,
because,
that's right.
and then he just comes past me like I'm standing still. Just woo, and I'm like, oh, freaking hell! I'm on it, pinned it, and then I caught him about what, 5 corners into the Rex range, ran the outside of him, and then he was and then he decided give us a go on that, so he rode it down and I rode his GXR down, and that's scary. That was back in the days when I could ride pretty good, and that was
just lots of
well,
too heavy in the front
it wasn't
end.
really that, they're too heavy.
Yeah.
They're just, I mean, if you put that Ducati against a GSXR, it's like two totally different
because
bikes.
you're breaking into the corners and the back end starts to come around on you.
Yeah.
There's a guy.
It's because it's too.
Sorry, I'm saying today. Kenny Harris lives in Emerald.
Yeah.
Kenny Harris.
Hey, Kenny.
Mate, when I met Kenny, come around to see me at Jeff's place, telling me a story. He was riding his GSXR 1100 through the tunnel in Sydney, mate, on the back wheel. With a pillion.
No.
And they put him on the local news.
Really?
Hooligan riders. In the Sydney tunnel, but they didn't get him because they didn't.
They have now.
They didn't get. But yeah, and yeah, good story, Ken.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's good fun.
That's crazy.
I'm not on camera. Am I telling you anything about anything? I have never gone over 100.
Never gone over 100 kilometers an hour.
Well, I have. I think one day I crept up 105.
105, but then
I was laying down, and I was really getting into it. But yeah, beyond that, it's just never done it. Never.
Oh, that was that. Had a mate who had remember the Triumph triples?
Yeah.
They were like
Daytona.
Daytona, remember the triple?
Yeah, Daytona.
They were 800 or I don't remember 880, something like that.
Something in the
808s or something. Anyway, yeah, we were going into town one time. And he used to work at this hotel, the hotel I was working at, the Matson, and I was going into work and he was going into work at the same time. We met at the Masons Beach, just happened to come across each other at the Masons Beach roundabout. So he's like, oh, and I was on the Fireblade at the time. And he's like, oh, I'll give you, he's like, come on, go, like a drag sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it could go all right, like not as quick as the Blade. But then we got to the lights there before Kansas coming in, the first lights to come into the town. And he took off in front of me, and he's like, we were like, run, and he took off and just nailed it on the nails, and I just went past him on my back wheel.
He went, oh my god.
And he went, oh, and then he had a ride. He's like, give us a ride, damn it. And then, yeah.
Might have been a Triumph Sprint.
A Sprint, is it?
Yeah. The Daytona was the fast one.
Yeah, okay.
Back in the day, there was a 1200 Daytona and a 900 Daytona.
Yeah, okay. That's Todd, if you're out there, Todd.
Hey Todd, hope you've upgraded your bike, mate. Todd's going to get on there, but it's 7 bikes since then.
Yeah, that's it.
But people talk about all these things about bikes, but really, I don't really like those. That's why I'm not really keen on Honda. It's because the bikes are so good. I remember first going on a Honda, and I just had to turn around an island.
I would buy 2 Hondas and glue them together.
Together so they go
twice as good.
Yeah.
But they are good though. The Hondas are really well put together, and they really are good. I like a little bit of
mystery. You don't know when you're going to break down. That's why he's got a Ducati.
Well, that's why he's got a Duke.
Not actually. I don't like those.
Just keeps it on the edge.
I've got a Ducati story for you. There's a new Ducati cruiser bike you can get.
Yeah.
JVL or something? JVL.
No, okay. What, like a sit-up?
It just looks like a Harley.
Oh, okay,
and it's belt drive, and it's got a wide leather belt. Not leather, but
rubber.
you know.
We'll go with rubber.
Anyway, the problem is the stone guard doesn't stop stones getting under the belt,
Oh shit.
and the stones go under and just whoop, off the belt.
Yeah.
And it's built-in problem. You can lose a belt on day 1 or day 20 or day 100.
Why would they do that? Why would Duke come out and put something in that market though? That's just,
It's crazy.
that's silly to put, like they've got their market that they go at. Why would they try to move into something like Harley's market or that sort of market? Seems a bit silly,
10 to
doesn't it?
1. Yeah.
It's a
they're
power
fixed.
cruiser. It's got some serious
Oh,
power.
okay. Well, it actually probably stops and goes as well, probably.
Well, you've now got a new 4-cylinder.
It's not even
L.
biting anymore.
Sorry?
No,
You
not
said it
the-
stops and goes.
Yeah.
He's not even biting.
The L Twin now,
Yeah.
they've got a 4-cylinder L Twin with 225 brake horsepower.
That's the new Ducati 1190 or whatever it is. It's
It's
1200
1190.
cc's now. The race,
A twin?
the Super Sport.
Oh, the Super Sport.
It's a 4. It's 4 cylinders.
It's 4 cylinders, 2 either one.
Okay.
Quite talky.
The I think
Could imagine.
the BMW S1000RR was considered one of the quickest bikes, regular
Yeah.
bikes. But pretty sure I read recently the new Ducati 1200 just
Not like the
And it doesn't
Kawasaki
look.
H2 though.
Really?
Is that right?
that
That W.
the standard H2 with 220 horsepower
Yeah.
at the top of the rev range will not pull away from the standard ZX10R.
Ah, is that right?
But it's all the torque down
It's all the
below.
torque down
it's all
below.
that fun grunt
Yeah.
down below. But if you get the R
Yeah, that's
with the 300
stupid.
horsepower,
You can't ride that on the road.
Yeah, you want to get the W. The W650, mate, just is.
The W.
It just absolutely
I think he's
does it
talking
on
about
its
that.
own.
Yeah.
It
The
does it on-
Kawasaki W650.
It does it on its own, mate.
You know,
don't have to
I
be with
thought
other
about the
people.
irony of his bike. His is a modern retro bike
Yeah,
made in the genre of a bike from the 60s.
that's right. That's why he loves it.
But because it's 20 years old, it's a modern,
Yeah,
it's
got
an
a
old,
look.
modern
Yeah.
take on an old bike.
Mm.
That's right. So they've made it reliable.
And it's still
Oh,
going
It
yeah.
still goes. It goes hard. It goes pretty fast. And it
20
goes-
years later and
handles
it's
really well.
still going perfect.
Well, it's not done running miles. It's only done about 32,000. So it's not done. But they reckon they'll do well over 100,000. They've got a lot of them out there.
So if you could hand in your FJ,
GSXR 1000. And not for my
which
ego,
year? Which year?
2006.
06. Okay.
Absolutely.
Can you put panniers and that
beautiful.
on the back?
Absolutely beautiful. At that time,
Which colour? The classic
it's
red, white, and blue.
No,
The
classic
blue and white.
blue and white.
Yeah.
With standard cans because I got tinnitus. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't want the noise.
You don't need the crap.
But
Yeah.
that bike, every year they dropped the weight and they brought the power up.
Yeah, okay.
I think it was 2006. They were 189 kilos dry,
Okay.
and they had 188
So they hit the
horsepower, one to
One
one,
to one.
1 horsepower
Yeah, for 1 kilo.
to 1 kilo.
That's
Since
ridiculous.
then, the GSXR's put on a lot more weight,
Yeah, okay.
but
Well,
it's gone up
stopped-
to 200 horsepower.
They've stopped all that technology and stuff. They put a heap of stuff in there to make it so it doesn't
It won't-
easier to ride.
Yeah, yeah.
Taken-
Which I would appreciate.
You know, they're taking that raw out
That
of it.
and that bike, I reckon,
Put all
will
the
just
computer
be.
stuff in there to make
And
it so.
also, they talk about the GSXR as being the most ergonomically comfortable
Yeah.
for a bigger guy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because
Whereas in that same era, if you had an R1, you were tucked up like this, and it's just horrible.
Yeah.
Beautiful bike.
yeah, you're right. The distance between the seat and your pegs is really tiny on those, isn't it?
Yeah. And so, what would you get? What's your plan?
I would get I still reckon the CBR 1000.
What year model?
06, 05, 06.
Just before the
Same
computers.
reason. So just before the computer and stuff came in, and they did all the traction control and all that sort of stuff on it. Before they pretty much.
But they're always up the top. CBR.
Well, that's why you buy the GSXR 1000, because they've got.
Yeah, the GSXR.
They're way better than the R1 because they've got more grunt down low.
Yeah,
The R1 might take it up the top, but who cares?
you can't do. You're not doing 300 k's on the frigging road most of the time.
Right?
Well, not as usual humans, you know. Superhumans like yourself, maybe.
Yeah. If you had an invisibility cloak, you borrowed one of them off Harry Potter.
Yeah, you're laughing.
Just-
Yeah, I'd still go. I don't know.
They're a nice bike though. I mean, when you had yours in the 90s,
Yeah, that's a 900.
it was a beautiful bike.
All the reliability on them, I reckon, is really reliable.
And you were saying that the tank cover is plastic.
Yeah, so you can, if you drop it, you just replace it, or you can change
So you can change all the fairings and
Yeah.
the tank cover,
for about $500.
and you buy them pre-painted off the internet.
Yeah, ready to go.
So in half a day you can go from a blue one to a red one to a
If you
green
want
one.
it, yeah, couple of hours.
Or find somebody that's taken down the road, find a dent with this all the plastics. Rip all the plastics off, put a lot of plastics on with a brand new bike.
Or if you're
They
the
say
one
you
that-
have. They say you have to, when you're buying them second hand, you have to watch out for that though. Just because new plastic doesn't necessarily mean.
And if you buying a Repsol CBR,
Yeah, yeah.
one of the ways to make sure it's definitely a Repsol is the orange rims.
And there's a number at the end of the.
Yeah,
I don't know what the number is exactly. I'll have to look that
you
up.
can look it up. Yeah.
There's a number at the end of the.
So actually, what modern sports bike, 2004 onwards, would you choose within a budget? We're talking.
Yeah, I'm not talking friggin'.
We're not talking 50 grand. We're talking
No, 30,
6 to
30
8,000. No,
6 to 8,000.
Regular
Under
blokes.
10. Under 10.
Regular blokes want really nice sports bike, looks pretty, goes hard, but within a working man's budget.
I think I'd go for Suzuki GSXR. I guess you get an 05,
So same as you.
Yeah.
because they're
I mean, in that
They're
era,
such a
they were
bomb-proof
the guy-
bike.
Yeah, that's right.
and they're like the Honda. You can just service them, ride them, service them, ride them. You know,
Tell
you
you
haven't
what.
got to worry about them.
I'll tell you what, another thing I like about the FJR, I haven't had to buy frigging sprockets or chain,
Yeah.
or oil, or have oil spraying
See, that's
up on my
got
wheels.
nothing to do with the bike. That's just your riding.
It's your riding trip. You possibly keep a chain and sprockets for a few years anyway.
Aren't they supposed to go for 7 to 8 years instead of sprockets and a chain?
Really?
On the GSX, you know my GSXR,
All I know is when I bought the ZZR 1100,
Yeah.
a year later, I put it in for a service, and he goes, "You need 2 tyres, 2 sprockets,
Yeah.
and a chain, and a minor service." And I went back. This is 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and he said, "That's $1,100."
Yeah, that's
please."
right. You go, how much? I didn't want to buy the bike again. I just wanted to.
yeah, but modern tyres are so good. Modern tyres have gone ahead in the
come a long
last 5 years.
And yeah, but yeah, just not having to buy sprockets and chain. That's,
Well, I used to go through on the GSXR. I used to go through a tyre every 3,000 to 5,000 kilometres
yeah,
Yeah.
because I used to love coming out of corners at the regular speed, which the police
Obviously,
would say,
obviously, in the
"Right."
speed.
And
yeah,
I
within
would-
the parameters of the law.
Yeah.
In the
yeah,
parameters of the law, well said.
Yeah.
I'd come out of the corner and just keep screwing her on as she came out,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you'd feel the front come off the deck,
Yeah.
and
And the
you
rubber
could hear,
peeling, just gently
and you could
peeling
hear
off
the,
the
you
back.
could hear the back tyre literally on the
What do you
bitumen.
think of the weight those things take?
That would have
They're a
been.
heavy bike. And long too, they were pretty long.
Mm.
They had to peel the front end up. Great fun. Yeah, I don't even know if you'd go with a. Maybe because I don't hear enough about them because that price range of the, you know, like the Dukes and that sort of stuff in that era. You know, once you start getting above that, you know,
Well,
the Augustas and all that sort of stuff. Most people aren't going to have the money to buy that, and if you have,
It doesn't take much to.
you know,
Oh yeah, there's that beautiful one with the 4 pipes that come up under the
yeah,
seat.
and that's just, but that, yeah,
But then you gotta, every time you service it, which is regularly, and every time it breaks down, and
which is regular.
yeah, it's just money, mate. Buy your Gixxer or your CBR.
That's right. Have some fun, and you can
Change
park
the
it up.
oil.
Park it up when you get home and walk away from it.
Yeah.
Come back to it a couple of days, a week time, and jump on
I
and
just
ride it.
hate anybody else touching my bike
Yeah.
because the bikes that I bought second hand and then gradually gone through them every piece of the bike, they've just not been looked up. When they've taken them in, your bike, for instance, it was still really good. That Kenyan and
Which bike are we talking about? Oh, this.
yours.
Oh, this, yeah.
But nobody had been in there to service it. And
You
one
know
of
it
the
needs
problems-
front brake pads? Did you know that there's 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 16 brake pads
Is that right?
on the front of that. 16 or 12. But
Man
it's a
alive,
ridiculous amount of brake pads.
You grab those brakes.
Yep.
You grab those brakes, and that thing called.
Does it have a
He showed me.
piston-free caliper? No? Oh, like a
Yeah, they're
brake
called
thing.
piston.
I got it checked by my motorbike guy before I left.
Yeah.
I just want you to check wheel bearing, steering head
Yeah,
bearings,
it's-
everything.
before
Just
you're
checked
on
it all
the trip,
for me.
yeah.
And he pulled the brakes apart and he goes, Trev, look, check, see those little pads there? They're not big.
Yeah.
Those two, those two, those two. For each disc.
I bet that's not cheap.
And he said, I don't know why there's uneven wear. And I said, can you just replace the two? And just, he goes, no.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
he's ordered the brakes on it, but for him to fit it and all done, $300.
That's expensive when you think about it.
It's a lot of brakes, and you'd never do it again. I'd never do it again.
Yeah.
Stopping's good.
They're good brakes on that bike. I mean, to me, that bike is the ultimate sports tourer.
Yeah.
I've been on a lot of sports tours, and it is so good.
I want to have a go on the Kawasaki
1400.
1400 touring bike. No good?
Yeah,
Because it's based on the 1400 Ninja,
yeah. They're
but
just
it's a touring version.
Oh, okay.
the brakes are not good. It's one of the.
So it hasn't got lots, it's got no more grunt than that?
I think it has got a bit more grunt.
Yeah.
But when are you going to use it?
No, I don't use all that.
I mean, they're just weapons, aren't they? They're amazing. I mean, that bike, that GSXR, with all that
Sure,
weight,
though.
will stand up on the back wheel.
What's that?
The FJR.
The FJR.
Yeah.
It'll stand up on the back wheel.
I'm just not going to do that.
And it,
And smooth.
You know, when young Trev
easy.
would have been all about, oh, I've got to go faster. But I'm
old
just,
Trev goes, I don't need to.
I don't
I'll
give a
get there.
shit. I get there.
Maybe half an hour later, but I'll get there.
Well, the old Ashley.
I might miss the end of the markets, and I might not get to have a hot dog, but
I'll get there, don't worry.
The old Ashley,
yeah.
who was careful, you know, did not speed and that. Now the young Ashley now is getting a little bit, you know, he enjoys.
You've only got a fart in first gear like that,
Yep.
and you're doing 160. 160.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That sounds like a shit to me.
That's crazy. Isn't it? 150, 160 first gear.
Well, most bikes.
So it only has one gear?
No, there's
the
6.
majority of bikes,
Oh, wait, there's 5 more.
the majority of bikes have got, they'll do 100 in the first gear.
Yeah.
I think it's I would do 120 first.
Your 1100 ZZR. Yeah, I bet it did.
Yeah.
I remember you saying to me one night as we were baking, "Where are you going to do 200 k's?" And I went, "Which back street do you want to go?"
Yeah. Which,
And then you sat me on the back of that thing, and we went, what? And I just went,
I just remember it because I accelerated as hard as I could, and then as soon as I got to 200, I braked as hard as I could, and you were sort of glued to the back of me.
Yeah.
And then when we stopped, I looked round and you were just going,
So that's where you could do 200. Between the post office and 43 Main Street.
"Oh no, but
in
that was
block.
But,
Ah.
yeah, but we didn't do it. That was only just a lot.
No, that never
We
happened.
didn't. We never have.
We've
We
never
just-
sped.
No, in theory, technically speaking, if you go by the
Technically
gear
speaking.
ratios and you stand with the
Yes,
calculator,
you can do all that. But,
power to weight ratio,
and it's always fun to tell people a lot of bullshit.
yeah.
Whoa, look at that.
Yes.
We're actually sitting in the middle of a G tournament.
Well, it's all right. We can possibly.
You know what? I've got a set of bocce balls. There's nothing better. That's why they hang low.
How did you miss to say that?
There's nothing better. I know this is probably another
Someone playing with your bocce balls.
a few beers in the afternoon under a shady tree.
Someone playing with your bocce balls.
Somebody getting under there and playing bocce balls. When Jeffrey rented the house at the Rose Farm,
Yeah.
we played bocce with lemons off the tree. We drank beers and played lemon bocce. Pretty sure it was lemon or orange bocce. All afternoon, it's great.
What a beautiful spot here.
Yes. We should pan the camera around, have a look at that,
Yeah.
and then bug out.
Alright.
So we've got Shani's 23rd.
It's your daughter, mate. You should know.
She was born in 95. 6, 7, 8. 23rd. Hey Shani.
Hey, Shani.
Yeah, Shani.
Happy birthday.
See you
For
this
the 9th
Sabo.
of September. See you at the TP.
You're getting old. Gee.
Oh, good pub.
20.
Are you doing wheel duty? Or can you have a beer tonight?
No, I don't think I'm on wheel duty. I don't know. Depends if Jill's done today. Usually not.
Does Jill prefer to drive at night?
Well missed.
No, it's the other way around. I usually drive at night and Jill drives in the day.
The angle it would be out.
There's something with my depth perception.
got it.
Something's bad. So
Jill has trouble because same as you with because she's got the bifocal thing, lights and stuff.
Yeah.
And she can't see well at night time.
And Elise is the most wonderful person. She just automatically
Wonderful,
drives at night.
wonderful person. Jill.
Wonderful. She's a quarterback. She's the keeper. All right, boys. I'm gonna pan around,
Pan
get a
it
bit of
around.
water,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna get out of here. See you soon.
She's hard down that end.
So, no humans will see this then.
No, just people who like motorbikes.
It's just people
and
that see
Trev's
nice
cooking show.
motorbikes and
Warning.
cooking. Oh, yeah, well, that's all right.
Health and safety
I
warning.
don't mind that.
Right, and health and safety warning. You'll hear all stories here. Some of them are true.
Some of them are
Some.
Yes.
Well,
Righto.
I've heard that Trev never tells a lie.
Never. Never. Here we go. Here we are. Middle of a bloody bocce tournament. And there is the bay. Why am I talking like a robot? There's the bay at Port Douglas. 10-4. See you later.